from the United States Secret Service to having security teams that are as scary, hefty, and huge as the Great Wall in China registered trademark, to being so popular that you need 500-man security personnel that rivals that of some heads of state. Well, for some of the world's wealthiest black people, this is their reality. It is one thing to be rich and still be able to walk freely on the streets, but some of the most influential black people cannot walk down the street freely without getting mugged or kidnapped. This is how they safeguard themselves. Barack Obama, a fleet of black SUVs, lights flashing, slicing through the bustling streets of Sydney. At the heart of this motorcade, a vehicle unlike any other, known as the Beast, carries a man whose very presence commands an air of significance. This is no ordinary traveller. This is Barack Obama, the 44th President of the United States, a man whose every move is shadowed by an elite cadre of Secret Service agents. Their mission? To safeguard one of the most heavily guarded individuals on the planet. The Secret Service, an organisation with roots dating back to 1865, originally established to combat counterfeit currency, now stands as the premier force in the protection of the nation's leaders. Their scope widened in 1901 following the assassination of President William McKinley, marking the beginning of their role as full-time presidential bodyguards. The Kennedy assassination further cemented the necessity of this agency, prompting Congress to authorize lifetime protection for all former presidents, a policy that has been upheld with unwavering dedication and includes access to the Beast, an armored limousine that serves as a fortress on wheels. Barack Obama, a figure who not only made history as the first African-American president, but also as a symbol of change and hope for millions, benefits from this lifetime protection. His presidency, which spanned from 2009 to 2017, was marked by both adoration and controversy, making the task of protecting him an ever-pressing concern. The Secret Service, with its storied expertise, ensures that Obama, even after his tenure, remains insulated from the myriad of threats that a person of his stature invariably attracts. When Obama travels, an advanced team of agents meticulously scouts locations, collaborates with local law enforcement, and establishes secure perimeters. The motorcade, a procession of tactical prowess, is a sight to behold, with the Beast at its core. This vehicle is a marvel of engineering, emblematic of the lengths to which the Secret Service goes to protect the former Commander-in-Chief. This cadre of agents and the advanced technologies they employed formed the vanguard of his protection, standing as silent sentinels to safeguard a president who faced an unparalleled level of risk. The security detail scope extends beyond physical protection. Cybersecurity measures are in place to shield Obama's communications, ensuring his correspondence remains confidential and his personal data is impervious to intrusion. The agents themselves are a blend of physical prowess and intellectual acumen, capable of identifying and neutralizing not just physical threats, but also those that lurk in the digital shadows. Cyril Ramaphosa. Imagine a world where every step you take, every move you make is under the watchful eyes of an elite security team. This is the daily reality for Cyril Ramaphosa, the South African president, known as one of the most guarded black people on the planet. With the mantle of leadership came the weight of security concerns. As the head of state of one of the most complex and volatile countries in the world, Ramaphosa's safety became a matter of national importance. The initial establishment of his security detail was a carefully orchestrated operation, drawing from the expertise of the VIP Protection Services, a unit with a storied history and a mandate to protect. The VIP Protection Services, an elite division of the South African Police Service, was established in the early post-apartheid era. This unit, composed of highly trained officers, was tasked with the monumental responsibility of safeguarding the president and other high-profile dignitaries. Their training was rigorous, encompassing advanced driving techniques, close-quarter combat, and strategic threat assessment. The early days of Ramaphosa's presidency saw an immediate ramping up of security measures. His detail was not just a few bodyguards in suits. It was a comprehensive security apparatus that included armored vehicles, surveillance teams, and a coordinated effort with intelligence agencies. The president's motorcade became a common sight on the streets, a convoy of high-performance vehicles that could respond to any threat with precision and decisiveness. The choice of vehicles was particularly telling of the level of security afforded to the president. Custom-made BMWs, equipped with the latest in defensive and offensive capabilities, became the chariots of choice. These cars were not just about luxury, they were mobile fortresses designed to withstand bullets, bombs, and any attempts on the president's life. When traveling internationally on peace missions, the president's security is amplified to extraordinary levels. An elite team of around 100 of the president's highly specialized protection personnel accompanies him, ensuring his safety at all times. This elite security team is not just guarding a president, they are the custodians of South Africa's hard-fought democracy, a democracy that Cyril Ramaphosa himself was pivotal in creating. The establishment of Ramaphosa's security detail was a clear signal that the South African government was leaving
Football.com.
Nothing to chance. Every public appearance, every international trip, and every movement was meticulously planned and executed with military precision. The President's security team operated on the principle that the best defense is a good offense, and they were always several steps ahead of any potential threat. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr., the man known as Money, isn't just a titan in the ring. He's a global icon whose very presence commands attention, and with it, an inherent risk that comes with fame and fortune. To mitigate this, Mayweather has assembled a security team that rivals that of some heads of state. This isn't your average group of bodyguards. This is an elite assemblage of some of the most imposing figures in personal protection, handpicked for their expertise, loyalty, and ability to blend into the high-stakes world Mayweather inhabits. Some of the well-known ones are Alfonso Reddick, Adam Plant, Pat Walsh, and Donald Monks. At the core of Mayweather's security team are individuals often referred to as the Great Wall, a nickname that underscores their sheer physical presence. These aren't just big men, they are giants with heights towering over 6 feet and weights that tip the scales at well over 250 pounds. But their size is just one aspect of their capability. These men are more than just muscle. Each member of Mayweather's security detail is a professional with a background that often includes law enforcement, military service, or private security expertise. They are trained in a variety of skills, from defensive tactics and emergency response to crowd control and advanced driving techniques. The selection process for Mayweather's security team is as rigorous as it gets. Candidates are often sourced from elite military units such as the Navy SEALs or from police forces known for their tactical prowess. Once identified, these individuals undergo a vetting process that scrutinizes their professional history, their ability to work under immense pressure, and their discretion. They must be trusted to keep the intimate details of Mayweather's life confidential. Training is an ongoing affair for Mayweather's security team. They regularly engage in drills that simulate potential threats, from overzealous fans to more sinister scenarios. They must be adept at reading situations quickly and accurately, knowing when to step in and when to hang back. Their presence is both a deterrent and a reassurance, a signal that Mayweather is well protected. Beyond the physical might and tactical training, Mayweather's security team operates with a level of precision that is almost military in its execution. They are responsible for advance work, scouting locations Mayweather plans to visit, and establishing protocols for every eventuality. They liaise with venue security, law enforcement, and event organizers to create a seamless protective bubble around Mayweather. Whether he's at a high-profile boxing match, a red carpet event, or simply enjoying a night out, Jay-Z and Beyoncé. In the early days of their careers, Beyoncé Knowles and Sean Jay-Z Carter were rising stars, each carving their own path in the music industry. Beyoncé, a member of Destiny's Child, and Jay-Z, a burgeoning rap mogul, had security, but it was nothing like the fortress they would build in years to come. As their fame skyrocketed, so did the attention, both wanted and unwanted, leading to a gradual scaling up of their personal security measures. By the time the two icons joined forces in matrimony in 2008, their need for security had evolved significantly. They were no longer just protecting themselves, but also their growing family and the brand they were building together. The incident in 2013 when Beyoncé was pulled off stage was a turning point. It highlighted their vulnerability and the need for a security overhaul. Jay-Z's response was swift and decisive, employing 5 former intelligence agents trained to anticipate and neutralize threats. As their On the Run tour kicked off in 2014, the couple's security detail had become a veritable private army. The hiring of 500 security personnel wasn't just for show. It was a clear message that the safety of Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and their daughter Blue Ivy was paramount. The 16 personal bodyguards assigned to them around the clock were just the inner circle of a much larger security apparatus that included crowd control and anti-stage invasion specialists. This security force is not your average team of bodyguards. It is a meticulously curated assembly of specialists, each handpicked for their unique skills. The team boasts former law enforcement officials, experts in crowd control, and operatives trained in close protection. These individuals are the silent sentinels, ever vigilant and poised to respond at a moment's notice, yet so discreet that they blend seamlessly into the background. The enhancements in their security measures continued to grow with their fame and the value of their personal brand. By 2018, the couple's Hollywood mansion had become a fortress with 24-hour security ensuring their home was impenetrable. The addition of 2 military-grade bomb-proof vehicles to their convoy was a testament to the level of risk they faced and the lengths they were willing to go to mitigate it. Beyond the physical realm, the security detail extends to the digital world, with cybersecurity experts dedicated to protecting Beyoncé and Jay-Z from online threats that could compromise their privacy or safety. The team's expertise also includes drivers trained in evasive maneuvers, medical staff prepared for any emergency, and specialists in hazardous materials ready for the unthinkable. Emerson Mnangagwa, Zimbabwe. President Emerson Mnangagwa, Zimbabwe's head of state since November 24, 2017, commands one of the most formidable security details ever assembled for a national leader. His security team, a testament to his revolutionary past and his ascent to power following a coup, is a testament to the gravity of his role in a nation with a history of political volatility. The president's bodyguards, selected from Zimbabwe's most elite military and intelligence units, are a force to be reckoned with, chosen for their unparalleled skills and absolute loyalty. These guardians are more than mere protectors. They are the president's constant companions, his shield, against the myriad of threats that accompany the leadership of a country with a complex and often tumultuous political environment. The armored limousine that serves as President Mnangagwa's chariot is a marvel of security engineering, combining luxury with cutting-edge defensive features. It is a veritable fortress on wheels, impervious to bullets and resistant to explosives, safeguarding the president's well-being as he travels. The convoy that accompanies the president is equally impressive, with armored Mercedes-Benz vehicles and Land Cruisers, each one a stronghold of safety, staffed by vigilant bodyguards and support personnel. The motorcade's tactical formation is spearheaded by high-speed motorbikes, their riders skilled in preempting and neutralizing potential threats, ensuring the president's safe passage through the streets. Behind the scenes, an extensive array of communication devices, surveillance tools and advanced weaponry stands ready to thwart any conceivable threat. This equipment is the backbone of the security detail's operations, facilitating a seamless and potent defense mechanism. The security team operates within a strict hierarchy, with each member fully aware of their critical role, from the sharp-eyed sniper to the medic poised to respond to emergencies. This highly structured team works in concert to safeguard President Mnangagwa, a leader who has risen through the ranks of Zimbabwe's political echelons to become the embodiment of the nation's resilience and determination. Paul Biya, Cameroon. President Paul Biya, Cameroon's head of state since November 6, 1982, commands one of the most secure and sophisticated security details known among world leaders. His longevity in power as the oldest and one of the longest-serving non-royal leaders globally is matched by the unparalleled protection he receives. The elite bodyguards at the heart of his security team are not just chosen for their unwavering loyalty, but also for their exceptional skills in close protection. These highly trained professionals are adept in combat and defensive strategies, ensuring that any potential threat to President Biya is neutralized with precision. The presidential motorcade, a symbol of both opulence and security, comprises several Range Rover Sentinels, each armored to withstand ballistic assaults and explosions, at a staggering cost of around $500,000 each. These vehicles are akin to mobile fortresses, offering President Biya a shield of confidence as he navigates through even the most unstable situations. Public appearances by President Biya escalate the security measures further. Accompanied by a fleet of high-speed Land Cruisers and Mercedes-Benz cars, the motorcade is a meticulously orchestrated display designed to minimize any risks. The routes are carefully planned and checked for dangers, with backup plans in place for immediate route changes if necessary. Advanced technology complements the physical presence of the security team. State-of-the-art surveillance, communication systems and jamming devices are deployed to secure the president's environment. Snipers are positioned with strategic precision, and a no-fly zone is enforced to safeguard the airspace during significant events. The security detail's meticulous planning extends to every public engagement, collaborating with local law enforcement to secure areas, manage crowds and guarantee prompt responses to emergencies. The extensive measures taken to protect President Biya underscore the critical importance of the security of Cameroon's most prominent figure, who has been in power for over 4 decades and whose motorcade is among the most fortified in Africa. Paul Kagame, Rwanda. Born in a time of strife, Kagame grew up as a refugee in Uganda, where the seeds of leadership were sown. The hardships of exile marked his early life, but it was here that he honed the skills that would later define his presidency. Kagame became a notable figure within the Rwandan Patriotic Front, RPF, an armed movement formed by Rwandan exiles in Uganda. The RPF's goal was to secure the right to return to their homeland and end the ethnic divisions that had plagued Rwanda. In 1990, Kagame's world shifted dramatically when the RPF launched an offensive to end the long-standing regime in Rwanda. Kagame, who was in the United States for military training at the time, quickly returned to take command of the RPF forces after the death of their leader, Fred Rwigema. Under Kagame's leadership, the RPF became a formidable force, eventually playing a crucial role in stopping the genocide in 1994 and bringing an end to the Rwandan Civil War. Following the RPF's victory, Kagame initially served as Vice President and Minister of Defense, overseeing the rebuilding of the country's institutions and military forces. In 2000, he ascended to the presidency, a position he has held ever since. His rise to power was not without challenges as he navigated the complexities of post-genocide Rwanda and the regional dynamics of the Great Lakes region. With Kagame at the helm, Rwanda's transformation was...
You want this 10K product that can be repaid after 180 days? I don't want it. The loan amount is too small. Do you...
was underway, and so was the meticulous crafting of his security detail. The formation of Kagame's elite security team was born out of necessity. The memories of the genocide and the ongoing threats to the nation's stability required a security team that was beyond reproach, one that could ensure the safety of a president who was leading a country out of the ashes. The protection of President Kagame is paramount, with his security detail reflecting the gravity of their role. Their training is rigorous, combining military precision with intelligence operations. These individuals are not just bodyguards. They embody a nation's will to safeguard its leader. The armored Range Rover Sentinels that Kagame travels in each cost $500,000, showcasing the lengths to which Rwanda will go to protect its president. These vehicles are fortified to withstand direct strikes, ensuring Kagame's safety in transit. The elite security team is a symbol of Rwanda's resilience. They are proof of the country's commitment to peace and stability, ensuring that the horrors of the past never re-emerge. The team's establishment is intertwined with Kagame's narrative, a president who rose from the ranks of a refugee to become the leader of a nation, and in doing so, required a security detail that mirrored his own journey, one from vulnerability to invincibility. As Kagame's profile rose on the international stage, so did the sophistication of his security team. Their presence is felt not just within the borders of Rwanda, but wherever the president travels. The motorcade, the armored vehicles, and the discreet yet ever watchful eyes of his security personnel are a constant reminder of the lengths to which Rwanda will go to protect its leader. The convoy that follows Paul Kagame includes a number of security motorbikes, high-speed Mercedes-Benz vehicles, Land Cruisers, and a large number of bodyguards encircling him on all sides.